In today's video, we're going to talk about boundaries in marriage.
Welcome. We are Marcus and Ashley Kusi from ourpeacefulfamily.com, where we help married couples to become better husbands and wives. In this video, we're going to answer a reader question.
So the question we have this week is the ex-wife and their adult autistic son. I feel so hard about my feelings. My husband seems to be listening to me, but that's it. He says he cannot leave his ex-wife because of their autistic son, to whom he worked for every day and goes to his ex-wife's every weekend. But he is also helping the ex-wife in anything she has a problem with, specifically money matters. And he said he's just being a good guy. But sometimes the ex-wife saying lovely words to his son, but looking to my husband. Why is that? And my husband just nodded. Now I don't know what to do. Am I in a right marriage? What do I do so I can understand him or he can understand me? Please help. I'm confused. I just want to be a good wife. I am good to their son. I just don't know what to do, and I feel like my husband and the ex-wife, it feels like he has two wives, and it hurts.
Wow, that that is a loaded question and something which is very, very delicate to deal with. From the question, it seems like their husband works from Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends spends that time at the ex-wife's place. And I feel like that is an issue that has to do with boundaries that you guys have set in your marriage. I think it's not healthy, especially since he's going over there to spend the weekend. I feel that it takes time away from you guys, because if he works from, let's say, Monday to Friday and he's only available on the weekend to spend time with you, that is going to make it difficult for you guys to continue building a healthy relationship and strengthening your marriage in terms of being able to spend quality time together on the weekends to do fun stuff and go to a lot of places. I also see the need in helping his autistic son, because that is someone that he loves so much. So definitely being able to spend time with the autistic son is something that you cannot stop him from doing. But I think you guys can talk about it and come up with an agreement or a schedule that works for both of you, whereby he's able to help his autistic son, who is also your stepson, and in a way that will make it easier for both of you to still be able to prioritize your marriage. Because I think at the end of the day, what it boils down to is the priorities that you guys have set for your marriage. What do you have to say?
I think from the message, there's no question that she's like, yes, he's taking care of his son. That's important to her too. I think what it is you need to sit down and have a conversation. The book Boundaries in Marriage by Dr. Henry Cloud,
Yes,
is a great resource for learning how to create those boundaries and then feeling like it's okay to have those boundaries in marriage. A lot of times we hear about boundaries and we think outside of the marriage relationship or a partnership or whatever, and that's not the case. It's very important to still maintain boundaries within your marriage. And it sounds like I would definitely not put up with a lot of what you're putting up with, for sure. But my advice would be to sit down with him and talk to him and come up with a plan that you can both be comfortable with. And if it was me, I would say something like, how about every other weekend we take the son, and then on the off weekends, your ex-wife takes care of the son by herself. We don't have anybody in my family that's autistic, but we do have, my brother is disabled, and so there are people that can come in and help, like respite workers or things like that. I'm not sure if that would be an option for you guys so that everybody could get extra help or a break. The fact that he's spending your guys' money and giving it to his ex-wife, specifically without, it sounds like, talking to you about it and getting your approval, that's a big no-no for us. We're very about being on the same page with money and talking it through in everything. It sounds like she's still very much emotionally and financially reliant on your husband. And that's not healthy. That's a toxic relationship. If they've ended the relationship and it's done, that he shouldn't be providing that for her. There's a very fine line between being a good person and then being an enabler. And I think that from just this paper, this is our take on it. Again, we're getting one side, and this is just the information that we have. So this is our advice based on that. So yeah, do you have anything to add?
Make sure you get the book Boundaries in Marriage by Dr. Henry Cloud. We'll make sure we'll link to the book below in the description below this video, so you can click on it and get it from Amazon or wherever you buy your books from. And that's it for today.
Well, I would also say sit down and have a conversation where you're both trying to be empathetic, listening, which means you're both hopefully trying to be able to hear where the other person is coming from. And you can make a list of all the things that you don't want happening anymore and the things that you'd like to see, help bring solutions to the table, and then see what he feels about that, even if you start making small changes one at a time. But it is very important that some boundaries are laid here, or this is just going to continue. And if he's not willing to implement these changes, then you're going to have to decide if this is a marriage that you want to stay in or not.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get updates about the new video that we put out.